Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Osikoya Speaks. I'm still your host, Wonu Osikoya. Thank you for joining me again today. Thank you for rocking with me throughout the season. It's been long. But yeah, you're still here, and that's what I love about all of you. Thank you for the support, as always. Yeah, we are currently filming DIY Collective and Osikoya Speaks. And you already know like what the show is about, what these 5 episodes are going to be about. And this is episode 3, and I'm actually pretty excited for this one because I'm joined by some of my friends and faves, and I guess it's going to be a great conversation. Today, I'm joined by Fadehan and Faye. Thank you for joining me today.
Hi.
Hi, Fadi. You're looking so pretty, as
Thank
always.
you. Thank you so much.
Faye, this
How
drip.
far?
Look, well. And I really like these shoes. What's your problem? I really like these shoes.
Thank you.
I've been
Thank
seeing,
you.
I
Thank
saw
you.
someone wearing it yesterday and I said the same thing. But this one is fire. Black and white. How you guys doing? How you guys feeling?
Hi, thank you.
Why are you sounding shy? You were just you just they changed for you guys 2 minutes ago.
No. Don't worry. The energy comes up as the conversation flows.
I understand. How are you, Faye? How you doing today?
I'm alright.
How was Obi's house last night?
Yeah, it was.
Was it
I'm
actually?
sure it was mad lit.
Yeah, it was late. Like,
'Cause
like
everybody was.
I was thinking about it yesterday. That is, I think like it's amazing how like Obi's house has sort of become like
It's a
culture
hot
thing.
spot.
Yeah, like
My friend came to Lagos last week and she was like, before she goes, she has to go to Obi's house. That she must. I said it's only on
Yeah.
Monday. Oh, you have only one Monday.
Like
And
every-
she still missed it
like
yesterday.
everybody that if you come into Nigeria,
want
like
to
you want
go
to
to
talk to
Obi's
Obi's house,
house.
Yeah.
artists, like
literally.
People literally don't book their flights for Mondays because they want to go Obi's
Obi's
house.
house.
you
That's
get,
crazy.
Yeah,
And it's become like a thing. And just seeing where it started from is like,
you get.
whoa.
Where it started from, by the way.
Were you a part of it?
Me, I was a hater. I was a hater because I really liked Bolivar at the time.
Oh.
And I was enjoying my serenity. And this event came and took away my peace. I
Peace
was
of mind.
livid. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember
See,
those Bolivar periods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
times,
really
right?
used to like the serenity there, and all of a sudden this event came, say it's Obi's house, and they want to take over my space. I was like, no,
It's only on
place-
Mondays.
I was gatekeeping that place,
I
but
feel
yeah,
you. I think Bolivar has gone back to being like serene,
Yeah.
quiet,
Yes,
and all that. So they carried their party away. So I guess shout out to them.
shout out to
How you
them.
guys
them.
feeling? How's the year been since it started? It's been 6 months already, Abby.
Crazy.
When the 6th
6
month.
months.
Crying.
I mean, it's been good. We thank God that
we
we are,
can't.
we are alive. That's all that matters. When there's life, there's hope.
There's hope. Nigeria is a lot.
The year said, Father, give me your breath. Give me your breath. You ain't gonna breathe this year.
No peace at
But
all.
yeah, I mean, I'm grateful. So we prayed for. We're not complaining, Lord. You
Thank
see,
you.
we're not complaining, but yeah,
Can't
I mean,
even complain.
it's been
It's at times like this I just have to be grateful.
tough but
because
good.
You get.
It's been tough, right? So what are you guys listening to? What are you watching? Put me on to new stuff before
My
we get into
haters
our
are
conversation.
vibrating. See, yes, my enemies they shake. That's,
Bloody.
see, is I sleep and wake up with that sound.
Are you
in my-
serious?
I can't.
No,
I
but
can't.
it's catchy.
It
Really,
is.
really
Yeah,
catchy
I
too.
think
It
that
is.
baby is really special though.
It is.
First of all, like I think
She
she's
is.
really because I look at her content. I like.
She's like she's
I can't explain it.
she's
to be
just
honest.
she's very very
You get-
very she gives me
I'm impressed. Like I don't always have what to say.
fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair, no,
I'm
like,
impressed.
you know,
I don't
she
have.
leaves
I
you
don't always have what to
speechless.
say.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
It's like
it's just like wow.
what is this again?
I say you've
Like-
come again, but
like, after the
I'm
bottle, we'll
eating
take
it.
together,
I'm
like,
crying. The last time I felt like this about somebody was Tyler the Creator. When I first discovered Tyler the Creator, I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you so weird? But you're
Yes.
still so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, like at the
Trust
same
me,
time.
that's how I feel about her for
that's
sure. I'm
definitely
just
how I
like
felt
wow. And I was
about
just sitting in
Tyler.
our YouTube comments the other day, and I'm just like, it's real.
Yeah,
Like
It's
not,
real.
like,
I'm
that's
not
just-
crazy.
I love her. Though.
It's
like, she's-
real. Like
she's
yeah,
growing, another
like
thing is that
she's really growing on people.
Yeah, like
It's
she's
crazy.
growing, like,
She had,
people
like,
actually
really
love her.
Good comments. I was saying to
Yes.
someone
Interesting.
this morning that if those comments happen to be by virtue of some way be paid for, clap
You
for them
know.
for organic, man.
But I don't
because
think-
it looks
I
organic.
don't
It's
think,
mad.
But you know
But-
the thing, like I'm even happy you guys are using the word organic because that's something like PR guys or marketing guys don't be using very, very often. Organic.
Yes, no, I remember a campaign that we were doing recently, and they were using old pictures of the artists, some people and whatnot, and somebody came to the group and was like, they should be using the publication pictures only. And somebody was like, no, it's going to make it look paid. Another person, another person was like, yes, but it's paid.
Is
It
it
doesn't
not
matter.
paid?
Everybody knows that it's paid. Or some people were like, even if it's paid, we don't need to spell it out. Let there be a mix.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fair.
But what
Yes,
you
now organic. So it can look organic.
okay, but like, what do you guys actually think about the word organic? Do you think it actually exists? Do you think do you think there's anything like organic, like organic market, organic anything?
I think so though.
You do?
Yeah. I
Why'd
think
you say so though?
Like there are just some things that will just happen organically, to be honest.
See, Faye, stop.
I'm dead at serious. Like there's certain things that will happen for people like Wiz now.
Yeah.
You get that, you know.
Fair
that,
enough, but like I don't even
like-
think.
Now.
I don't even. You know,
It's
it's
too
okay.
far.
Let me use like.
You're
Let
going
me.
very far.
I'm going
As in,
very-
like, literally, right now, you
Okay.
want to move an artist organic.
I'm sorry.
Organic?
But
Organic.
they said
It's the kids one on the shelf in Ibano. Kids organic.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm crying.
But
Okay,
yeah.
in that context, I
In
get
that, in
it.
that context,
But like, look at something like this thing that happened, the whole Omale thing,
Yeah.
right? And everybody, like, that was such a conversation. People were going off about how, oh, this is paid, or like, oh, this was planned, or whatever. And then people were going off about like,
I mean,
oh,
the action
it
was
organic.
planned with
you
a potential. I mean, the action could have been planned
Mm.
with a hindsight PR strategy, but I don't think it was like you're gonna go and say we're going to snap you,
Snapping.
then we're going to send it to blogs.
Yeah.
I don't. That's
I
I don't
think,
think,
like,
so.
they-
I think like they already knew that it was a controversial act
Yeah.
that might get
Hit
people
traction,
talking.
yeah.
So user generated content,
Fair
not
enough.
yeah,
artist
like they probably just
generated.
like saw
Fair enough.
saw
Like a
it
gap.
happen and
Yes.
they're like, ah,
You know what? So you have
this
to
is
take
the
advantage
moment.
of this
Yes.
opportunity.
yes.
like this is the movement we have to move
But
on
I
this
definitely
real
think
quick.
like the whole curtain thing was obviously part of the.
Oh, like I feel
Yeah,
like that was
definitely.
definitely part
So
of
I
the
don't think
tour, but like
they expected somebody's
uproar.
girlfriend to
Come
go up
on,
on stage
damn
and
it.
make a fool yourself. Yeah.
damn, that is
I mean, she
kind
was
of
having
crazy.
fun now, you
She
can't
was,
say-
you know what? She
can't
was
say-
having
she was having fun,
fun,
but
and it's okay.
maybe
Like I don't know if
after-
it's okay,
after
but
the whole
don't
thing.
hold that one. Don't hold me to that. But like, you know what? It has happened. That's all we can say.
Yes.
I just
happened.
can't imagine what was going on in her head and like all of that shit, bro. Like that is
Bro,
one place I would
Single people are allowed to
never.
have fun.
What
period.
people
If you're
that
single,
wants
I'll
to
never
be-
judge you for whatever it is. that
Yeah,
you
but
wanna
like the
do.
fact that she
But
was in
once
a
there's another
relationship.
person
Mhm.
in the picture, you're overstepping.
I
should
hear
have,
that.
should have like post dance clarity or something.
Like something that is not even supposed to happen
That was a
in
good
the
one.
first place.
Like
Fairs, crazy. What are you guys watching though? What are you listening to?
man, I'm watching Suits right now.
Are you
so,
serious?
Yeah.
You're
because
just watching Suits.
I swear I'm just watching Suits because I normally I don't have time to watch like longer
Shows,
series. And
fairs.
today I recently I just said, let's take a dive into it. So
Fair
yeah.
enough. So you started.
Yeah,
How many
I started.
episodes have you watched? Have you watched
Um,
like a season?
Yes, I mean like I think like the second or third.
You're really
season.
binging. Quick.
Quick.
Yeah, moving.
Real quick.
So you're
I was
watching.
watching
Fair.
some Nolly, and I recently, because you see that my face.
See when you
As
said
I
it,
reflected
like,
back on the storyline, and it just shook me a bit. Like Bimba Adinwe recently just dropped something on YouTube, and I was just like, okay,
With
let me
Timini?
see. No, not the Timini one. Another one called Shining Star. And
I'm definitely gonna
till
watch it.
tomorrow, I'm still thinking, why is the name of that movie Shining Star?
It doesn't
Very
make-
great movie, but the star was not shining anyway in that
Stop
movie.
it.
So I don't know. I don't know why, but it was a very great watch, and yeah, it really hits. It really
I'm
hits.
definitely gonna watch that today because I really love her.
Yeah,
Yes.
this,
Like,
this
she doesn't
really-
like, you know,
really
there are some
hits.
people that you just look at and you're like, oh, this person doesn't like can't do wrong in my eyes. That's how I
Yes.
see. That's the level.
She's like
Like,
one of
Story
them.
was not
She's-
centered on her, then ended up just centering on her, and it was just like
that's what happens when you are the producer, the director, the
And
filmmaker.
everything that
everything just.
Oh my
But
days!
yeah,
There's
you
this
need to
film
watch it.
on Netflix that I like. I guess it was Timini's directorial debut.
Sheena.
It is so terrible.
oh
I
my
am so sorry to say that
I'm sorry.
on camera, but
It's so
like,
funny because
it
I was
is
somewhere.
so bad.
I think I was somewhere yesterday.
Wow.
And they were talking about how it wasn't. It was.
I
so
tried to
terrible.
watch it
You
last
think-
night. Yeah.
like
My brother said, don't no bother with that. You could just sleep off. I was like, okay, no worry, no worry.
you know,
no
there's sometimes like I don't like to say like things like this on camera. Like, wow, I was so annoyed. I was
haven't watched
pissed
it, so I
off.
don't
I
really.
know.
I mean, we tried to watch it yesterday after the comments,
Oh
but
my god.
Nah,
I didn't get past.
I was not. I was not
And that
impressed at all.
Kesari movie too.
Like
Yeah, I also
a
heard
lot
that
is
wasn't
going
a
on in
great one
Nigeria.
as well.
What's
What's
going-
happening?
I don't know. Like I don't know. In Hollywood, I think you can talk to us because
Yeah,
definitely
like-
something is happening. Like I don't know the films that are coming out. I'm just not impressed. I mean,
I
like
just
last
finished
year there
watching
was
Beyond
so
the Veil
many.
season 2.
How
That
was
was
that?
very good.
I heard the season 1 was good and
It was very good.
the new season has come out. Interesting. So, are you guys listening to any new music? I mean, it only makes sense that you are, right? Faye is always listening to new music. I see your
Yes,
tweets and you're always
I
putting me
am.
onto stuff. So that's
I
good.
am listening
What
to
are you
music.
listening to?
I'm listening
Please.
to Luna and Faith right now.
Oh my days! Like,
Yeah,
let's not
like-
start.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that's amazing.
like-
Good music. I'm listening to some Shine to the World,
shine to the
TW.
world.
Like he just dropped his
New
EP,
project.
New project. So I'm listening to that too. And I also like just like recently hopped on this guy Vasa. His name
Okay.
is Vasa.
Yeah.
He dropped a song with Crayon.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's really nice.
I actually
too.
saw that on Spotify. The
Yeah.
thingy.
Yeah, he dropped a song with
Crayon.
Crayon. The song is really nice too. So yeah, I mean, I think like those are my current. That's what like my rotation looks
rotation,
like.
nice.
I
right
found
now.
myself craving old like some old
Old-
Queen.
Hmm.
I'm listening to Legally and Falila and
Oh my days! Now
He was
you
such a
just
star.
damn.
yeah.
No,
I
you're
won't
like I hate
stumble
what you just
on-
did because I'm going to go
Nah,
back.
man, like
See, I've been listening to some old Queen. Don't worry, Sabi Dance.
Damn.
Listening to there was one he did with Rocksteady and Two Face under Hypertech called Mono Darling. It's still a jam.
There's this Dami
See.
Crane.
Listen, that's where I'm at
There's this
currently.
Dami Crane and it was Inyanya at the time. It was on Inyanya's album, but the song is so fire. Like I was watching, like one of my memories came up on Snap from like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and the song was what was playing in the background, and I'm just like, this like when you
trust me,
talk
I'm in
about
some
party bops.
Supernatural
Flexing.
flexing. That's where I'm at right now.
I mean,
You just have to go back
Yeah.
into the archives. Like I miss. We were just saying that before, like the cameras came on. Like I just miss when there was so much soul
And there
in the
was
music.
so
People
much-
actually cared
Yeah.
about the
Producers
music,
were spazzing.
and I feel like
Not to say they're not spazzing now, but
No,
then
like,
for the
it's
amount
not-
of, for the way they were not equipped, they were spazzing.
And do you know the thing? I was listening to Expression Style Plus like last week or so, and I was just listening to the production. I'm like, why were you guys this good? And at the time, I wasn't even paying attention to that
yeah, like
because I didn't really care. But now it's like, huh?
Like you guys are making this type of music
At the time,
at that
time.
time, like,
Yeah, I
don't
think I'm
forget
just
there
stuck
was
in,
no
like, some old
electronic
productions
anything.
right now.
Like
bro, they were just beating everything.
no, just the bag, everything, and it's like
Stop
they
it,
didn't
like, some
have
old
that. They
productions
didn't
for
have
sure.
like equipments. They didn't have materials, but they worked like resources. But they worked with what
Yeah.
they had.
Oh,
And
yes.
now there's so many things that you can draw from, but people just would just rather lean towards
Log drum.
log drums. And I'm just pissed off. Like there's just so much we can be
And-
doing.
There's like a whole well of inspiration. Go
How did
back
we even get here?
and
Like
refine.
this has nothing to do with the conversation.
But
No,
at the
no,
same
today,
I'm
time-
but
actually,
even
I'm just saying that
generally,
like,
how
how
did
do
we
we get to
get
this
to
log
this
drum,
point?
this log drum
Drum
thing,
era. I
exactly.
think-
This log drum era.
piano.
No,
Like,
I just
how
think
did we
is
get
I just
here?
think is
I'm
just
on
how we like just how Nigerians
Fast-paced.
Like it's not
I
even,
just think it's how
I don't even
fast-paced
think
our
it's even-
consumption
do you know the
is.
thing? I don't even have a problem with how fast paced because even through like all this fast paced whatever music, Nigerian music has always been fast paced. Like the music will always switch at any given time. Look at 2019 and 2020. Like look at the music that came out in between that time. I don't think it really has anything to. I just think that people are just leaning more towards like
Trend.
Trend.
things that
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At
work
the same time,
in
fast-paced.
the moment.
Yes.
I get like
What's
it's-
happening right now.
What's happening right now, and that's the reason why the soul just doesn't exist anymore. Like it's just not there. And when you hear someone
trying
like
to put out
Lona
fast.
make music, and you're like, oh,
And then
my
everybody
days.
wants to blow like
Mm.
now.
Like
So
now.
what's this person creating?
That
Say that
can
this song
work.
where they trained me, that this
Like,
song
what's
where
the
they
trending
use
Like,
sound right
and
now?
it's just like, oh,
That's what they
Ashake
wanna
was
do.
doing it and it worked. It didn't work. That's not what made Ashake's music. That's not what made
Like-
Ashake. It was Ashake's time. Can you focus on
To
just
be
doing
honest,
your own
I'm actually
stuff?
tired of that
Time
Asake
can
reference.
come.
Like everybody saying, if Asake can do it, like, I can do it. Like,
Nah,
bro,
it was just so
Yeah,
right.
the bet of Ashake bet like 5 million other artists
Mm.
bro.
that want to do it, not that think they you can do it.
Yeah, I feel you.
You
Joe.
can do
Like, you
it, but
can
yeah, that
definitely
want
do
to
it.
do
Like,
it too.
Very,
I
very,
want to
very.
be Ashake. Just be yourself, man. Like, you can be you. Don't leave Ashake alone.
Yeah, like,
Do you understand? These are
let me
people that
just
have
like every
worked. Like,
please.
he knows where he's coming from, and he knows why he's where he is
You have
today.
budget.
Yeah,
You have
She said,
budget.
"Girl, let's
like,
get into the music. Let's get into the money
The
quickly.
nitty
Do you
gritty is
have
not about the
budget?"
yeah. Do you have budget? Let's
like,
start from there. No, no,
No,
there's no
budget.
start and
Budget
stop
is
business.
such a conversation right now.
it is,
Like,
oh.
I mean, it has always been a conversation, but like the fact budget is such a like.
Stems from is anything organic anymore?
You know
Think
what?
about it.
This just has to be the title of the episode. Like,
Yes.
what is organic?
What is
What is
What is
organic?
organic?
Because since there's no organic, equates to budget.
Mm.
Yes,
And
no.
people are so spoiled now that they think you just throw money at everything. And please, you people should stop asking me that how much is it? No, you don't pay people to come on the show. I've said it 1,000,001 times. I'll say it again. Please,
You're
we don't
invited.
collect money. You get an
Yes.
invite. We call you.
Invite. Invite.
You have to be part of the gang. We call you. It's not, please. I'm so tired. It's just the same thing. And I was having a conversation with somebody like 2 days ago, and it was the same thing. People are always trying to throw money at evering. Like, I guess money is good. Like you said, the budget is important.
People are
Because
collecting money. That's why they
The
want
budget
to
is
throw money at
important.
everything.
Everything.
Because if this person is collecting money, why can't this person collect money too?
yeah.
Why can't this person collect money
I
too?
hear
You can
that.
pay for everything.
I mean, you can
That's
pay
just
for
what it
everything. Bring
is.
a bigger budget.
You have to like regulate.
Yeah, I hear that.
Regulate.
And it's crazy that this is the era that we're in. And it's also crazy that we're in that content era where everything is content. And now it's
yeah.
like just this little money, or not little, a lot of money. You know what a lot of money can do? You hear some people's TikTok
How
budget
much to
alone.
put say
Bro.
cracks on
Just
retainer for
TikTok
10
alone.
posts. You cry.
Bro.
You cry.
That's just
You
kind
cry.
of
Do you have
crazy.
it?
But anyways, let's just talk about like getting into music, getting into marketing, PR, and just like that side of things. How did you guys both find yourselves here? Because did you always know you were going to work in entertainment? Did you always love music? What's the story? I mean, let's start with you, Fade. You seem to have a story.
Yeah, Fadi, let's start with you.
I mean, I always knew I wanted to work in music
Yeah.
from when I was 13.
Mm.
Yeah, but how I was going to get there was not quite
Sure.
clear because obviously I didn't know beyond artist at the
Yeah.
time. But the music was what led every decision up until this point. I just had to be where the music was at.
Mm.
So whatever I was doing had like the music had to be involved, period. So at 13 I realized that the only job at the time that gave me an opportunity to play music for people and talk and just as in I'll just be talking to people and I'll just be playing music. I'm going to be a radio presenter. And that was how music spurred me to begin to
Like,
find a career in media.
Yeah.
I was going to uni. I wasn't really allowed to do a course in mass comm because, you know, at the time my parents didn't really think that was a serious course and they wanted me to do law instead.
For sure, lawyer.
But yeah, I found myself in history and international relations, which I would always say is a complete waste of 4 years. You know,
I'm dying.
no. You know how people
Jesus,
always
sorry.
no. But you know how people always say like, you didn't really lose anything.
Yeah.
Like nothing is ever
Yeah.
lost.
No knowledge is
I've
lost.
tried
To see.
to think about it
I
from
feel-
that point of view. I see nothing. I see nothing. I don't see the use of any of the knowledge that I acquired in that. Should I have acquired any knowledge? Yeah, but I mean, I did that. But then I always had in the back of my mind, like when I graduated, I wanted to pursue a career in music and fashion.
Okay.
I wanted to be a designer and a music person. I don't know
What
what that person
yet?
was, but a music person.
Somebody in
so
music.
I started to chase that. Had to do a master's in multimedia journalism.
Okay.
I was supposed to go into fashion school at the time. Came back and began to pursue a career in media, but it had to be like music related media.
Yeah,
So
music
what
media.
narrowed me down to like Beat FM, Cool FM.
Okay.
And then Cool FM ended up taking me in.
Nice.
Where I served and I was in broadcast intern media. So I learned a lot about like music
Media.
and media on the job, which allowed me to easily transition into all at first balance media and
And
music
music, yeah.
simultaneously before I made a full-on transition
Okay,
into
cool.
like the music space as an artist and labor relations manager,
Mm-hmm.
which opened me up to like opportunities in marketing and communication, potentially PR.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from there I began to navigate and narrow down because I began to have like ideas on niches.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, there's marketing, there's PR, there's this, there's that. This is where
Strength.
I'm headed.
Yeah, like I
And
wanted
then
to come
I
to
began
that.
to mold from there. Obviously, I was doing marketing and this. So it wasn't really concrete, but I was in the activities
Yeah.
at the time. Yeah. And then I just kept at it and then narrowed it down. And
Yeah, I wanted to come to
that.
that, like the strength. How did you now figure out this is what I want to do?
Because people engage me in certain capacities, and where I find fulfillment, where I just feel like, okay, I feel like I'm doing well here. I understand what I'm doing here. I understand my relevance and my place and my contribution to this space. You don't want to be in a space where you cannot necessarily be impactful. So identifying that there was a space that needed to be filled somewhere, and a service that people wanted me to render and that I was good at, really helped me to stabilize myself.
Yeah, I hear that. I
in
love
that
the fact that you
space.
mentioned that you were good at it. But let's come to you.
Yeah.
How did you basically find yourself? I know that you've always just been in, like, I don't know how to put it. You've just always been in people's faces.
So at first, like I really thought I was probably going to be an influencer. Yeah. So yeah, cause like. So in uni, yeah, like first of all, like my brother and I, we've had our ways of just switching in between careers, like together to get. So like firstly, but I've always loved music for a start.
Yeah.
Like I grew up listening to like a lot of like
music.
Nigeria music type of thing. So like in uni, my brother and I used to do like twin modeling thing kind of thing. So we thought we were going to be big as models or something. And then after that, like we started like gaining followers on Instagram. I said, oh, okay, we might just be influencers then. Like let's be influencers.
This guy is tough.
And then we actually,
love it.
yeah. And then like, funny enough, like I remember like I saw like 2018, 2019, like we had like some influencer gigs, like we were doing billboard ads for
Are you
Jumia
serious?
and stuff like as
Just
at
saying.
then. But I think like COVID was like the opening eye era for me, basically. That okay, like I knew that I wanted to work in music. Like I think that was the period where I said, okay, I want to work in music. But like I wasn't sure exactly what I
What you
wanted to
wanted
do.
to
I
do.
thought at first I thought I wanted to be like like a journalist or something, like just write and stuff, because I didn't study like mass comm and stuff in uni. But so I started working for Tonight Street, obviously, and then from there I just figured that I had my ways of like meeting people, talking to them, pitching the brand to them, and then just getting them to come out, like to just come and do stuff. So I think like as at 2020, 2021, like I had like quite a number of people that I was helping to run stuff on like blogs and all that.
Native used to do stuff.
Yeah, because I knew people, because I was working for Tonight Street, and like I knew other people in like other platforms. So I was like, why not just make this a career or something? So I started like I was in my final year in uni. I started interning at Chocolate City. Like shout out to IB on that one, because like she just called me because she saw an article that I did on 49th Street for Candy Blake's at that time. And she just texted me. She hit me up like, yo, what's up? Like, do you want to work? Do you have any experience? I was like, yes, I have experience. I want to work. And then we got on a call, and then she asked me for my experience, and I was just like, okay, you know the thing. I don't really have much experience, but like I will intern. I will learn. I will intern.
I'm willing to work.
Then like she thought I was done with school. Do you understand? So I left school like my final year. I just said, I'm on this school, please. Like me, I'm not doing it again, man. Like, I left school. Like I practically like missed tests, classes for maybe
How
like
did you graduate, please?
6 months.
Because I remember.
I swear, like, see, when I left school here and I started interning, I was already planning, okay, if I finish with maybe like a third class, if I have money, my father will not really dip it like that. You get, as long as I hustle and I make money. So So like it was just funny when I went back to get my result and I found out I didn't finish the talk. That's actually I think the tutu. Wow, shout out
Nice,
to
not
me.
too
Like
bad.
so I think like entering our chocolate city basically just opened like broadened like my knowledge to how everything works from marketing down to the PR and even like just gave me more knowledge about every other side of the
Of
music
music.
from the sales part to
Yeah,
like to the
digital,
digitals to the
socials.
promotions like how everything works like so it was just like an eye opening experience for me that just made me say so this is how people do this thing so now I'll be
So
here
it's a game,
so
huh?
it's a game so, like now I'll be here thinking that this thing so this is how you people do it and then like with that like I've just been able to just gain a lot of knowledge and just learn more about it and also like meet people and also like just broaden like my contacts of people that like my connections and all that and yeah so far like that's just what it's been for me.
Nice. I love that. And this is actually interesting because I've had a conversation with Faye. Like, Faye has come on the podcast before. Like,
Yeah
first
that's like
season,
years
the
ago
last
like
episode of the first season. So this was 2021,
2021
April. And I'm just like, just seeing where we were at the time compared
Yeah.
to now. Like, it's a lot has happened. Because the only reason why you came was because, like, we're trying to find, like, a representative for 49th Street at the
Yeah.
time. And he was the only one I knew. And said he was
Yeah.
down to do it. I'm just hearing where we're coming from and where we're at now. It's just
get-
even
Yeah.
it's so insane. Because even at the time, I didn't know you were still in school. I didn't know that
Well, I was still in school.
you were
Like, I
still in
left.
school till later,
I left school.
which is kind of crazy, and it's
Yeah.
so interesting to see that. Like, and I think that's also another thing that I wanted us to talk about. Like, it's so interesting to see like how like people that are like in like my age range
Yeah.
and like this new media, what's it called, like new media people.
Yeah.
It's just very interesting to see that even people like this already have stories. Like,
Yeah.
just looking back is like, okay, this was just 3 years ago.
You get,
Imagine
like-
in the next 3 years, like where, because the like Afrobeat is not, it's not like when you say Afro pop, we're talking about the entire pop culture. Like,
culture.
it is going to become a whole
Yeah.
thing, and it's
yeah.
like people are actually ready to put in the work. There's people that are actually ready to put in the work and have been, putting in the work for time. And just hearing that now is
We're
really,
actually
really
trying to like
interesting.
make just,
Like,
build
make
a
things
structure,
easier for, because the first thing
things.
the first conversation we had today was just you talking about the difference between where like things were and where things
Where
are
things
now,
are
and
now.
like that gap that was just not filled. And the simple thing I told you was that like that's your job, like that is what you're supposed to do, fill in
Yeah.
the gap. So like you just have to see it as like what's this thing called an added advantage or something like that.
Another
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, I love it. I'm very excited about this entire convo actually.
Yeah.
You can see from, and one thing that's similar in both stories is passion drives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Passion.
passion drives. If he wasn't passionate enough,
Mm.
he would not have felt like, do I want to do school? I want to chase this opportunity that they're
Bro,
giving me now.
bro.
Because I didn't even know he was in school.
Yes, as in, I wasn't passionate enough now. Because I remember when I came back from my master's, they gave me a job in First Bank. I should do corporate comms.
First
starting
Bank.
salary. Yeah, corporate
Damn.
comms. Starting salary 250K. They had closed the portal. They were literally willing to open the portal for me to write the exam.
Wow.
But I was like, no, I'm
This is
going
not
to
what I
work
want
in
to
radio. My daddy
do.
said, they're not paying you well there. I said, that's where I want to be.
That's
Like,
it.
it's not even about the money
It's
sometimes.
not
It's
about the
just
money. I know
honest.
where I'm going, and that's
like,
what's
it's just
important.
the drive. And
Like
it's-
even in music, like is at the beginning. I promise you, it's never about like,
Like-
if it's about the money. I'm sorry,
That's
nothing
what
for
I
you.
remember it was
Like
If you say money did this music, now there one day you will die there.
I said because like I tell anybody that
Yeah,
that wants that
money
says
can
oh,
never drive you in music.
yeah, I tell anybody that say oh more like you're looking fresh. Like I think I want to work in music too.
It's
so I
not
can-
like that,
bro.
too.
Like you
And I
see shege, like
I
you
think
see
people need to
shege.
Can you be a
understand
runner?
that.
Can you be a runner?
One thing I need people to understand, especially people like that are
Will you
like
volunteer to
working-
work at events
that
for
was-
nothing?
that wants to work in music. I don't really get when people say that like you look like you're chilling. I know me, I even know I think I've said something like before, like you look like you're chilling, you're enjoying life. Like you need to be ready to put your mental health on the line. Like it's not even about trying to
I look
say
like
oh,
I'm
mental
chilling.
health
My
this,
mental health
like
ain't.
you actually you actually genuinely need to be ready to put your mental, because people that are in the system, people that are in the ecosystem are fueled by like was like I don't even want to just be just sound weird, but like filled by things like jealousy, anger, like just a
And let's
lot
not
of
even
crazy
talk
shit.
about like the abstract things, like, but the actual
Not
need
like
to deliver the job.
there's
Like,
even
at the end of the
The
day,
actual need to
There's
deliver the job can put a strain on your mental health.
yeah.
That little time that you think is your time, somebody can need an asset.
And there's no
Bro.
And
9
there's
to 5.
nothing that you
It's
can
not
do
9 to
about
5.
there's no
it.
9 to
It's
5.
when you
oh.
wake up till when you
Like,
sleep. That's
there's
if you
no
get
9 to
some
5.
That's
sleep.
already
Because you have to be
mentally
in the club
tasking.
doing
You can
night
get
runs.
an email in the club.
Bro,
It's
do you
crazy.
get like
What do you want to do? Who
I
sent
don't-
you to be in the
like-
club? But do you not want to have a life?
like I don't feel comfortable oversleeping because I know like every
I
time I
don't sleep
oversleep and I wake
well.
up,
Problem.
like I'm always
Anxiety,
like, fuck,
like,
where's my
what do I
phone?
have
Like I
to
need to
do?
Do
just
you get?
check
I
my
don't
phone
sleep
just
well.
in
I
case.
wake up at intervals to check my
Phone.
phone just to make sure that I'm not missing any
Anything,
message
yeah.
or
Yeah.
anything.
Because anybody can need anything, and then
Ah,
once
do you
snooze
get?
Anytime.
Once you
snooze
snooze, especially
What do you
marketing,
mean
I always
you're
tell people in
snoozing?
marketing and
Snooze.
PR, time-based jobs.
Nah, I
Yeah.
think that's also one of the reasons why I ran away from marketing, because I worked
Time-based
on
jobs.
Ijoya's like class
Yeah.
of 23. I just left, please. Like, bro, I just figured that that's not for me. It's too demanding. You
Like-
need to know too many people.
You need to know
talk to too
your
many
next
people
steps.
at
Yeah.
once. You need to be calculating so many different things. You need to be thinking about how to speak English on top of all those things. I'm like,
that's
Defending
what
budget.
I would
like,
not be there.
You now give
Report
reports.
analysis.
Reports. Like reports. After this is how we spent the money. Like,
Hey,
this is how the money
the
was
bigger the
spent.
budget, the more the headache.
Bro.
Girl, get serious.
No, not do it for you. Money is in your hand. Who?
Ah, that's
Alalaye.
you
You go explain
You
tire.
explain tire.
I'm crying. So basically, like in your own like experience and things like you guys work with clients, you've worked on like different plans, different like marketing strategies, and you've worked on different campaigns and things like that. But you're in your own like your own words or in your own experience, what have you basically learned? What basically keeps you going? Like, what are these things that you have to tell yourself that basically keep you going in all of this? Because it is tough. And I don't think, like, that's what we're saying. Like, I don't think people understand the importance, how tough and tasking marketing and PR as a job is. I'm saying this because I tried. So, what are some things that you really hold on to that just help you, like, guide you through, like, campaigns, through tough times and just things like that?
This person's career is on your lap.
Damn. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
When you
Just a
think
few
about
words.
it, like literally, like this release, if it goes or it doesn't go, you are the one. That's it. I can't comprehend inefficiency. There's something to be done.
As every single
How
time.
are you not on edge? That it keeps like I can't sleep, and like if I dare sleep, that's what is going to wake me up
Damn.
from my sleep. You've not sent that email. I wake up like that a lot of times. You've not sent that email. You've not messaged
What do
the
you mean
person.
you're having anxiety, bro?
Listen.
My guilty conscience always even biting me that, oh
I say
God, you
plus
have not done
conscience. That is a reminder. You can't sleep well. You want to drop your phone and eat. You won't be able to eat because you're just like, let me finish this thing first because you can't breathe. That's how I feel. I don't know how other people feel, but I genuinely feel like
Yeah, so I mean,
there's a strain on me to complete that. So that's what drives me. Aside from the fact that obviously my job is my job. I'm doing it because I love the job, and the result
is
is
satisfying.
I am result driven. You get satisfying. It looks good on you, but the physical driving force, inability to sleep or do anything to
That
you
sleep
actually
is really disturbing you
because for me to not be able to I sleep.
a lot.
So for me
I
to
feel
not
you.
be able to
Sleep.
sleep, something is bothering me.
What about you?
I
What's it
think
like for you?
it's like so one thing that like I've learned so far is that like first of all like artists is like they've given you their lives basically like okay, this is my life, take my life and handle my
Help
life.
me.
Like for us now, like you can do marketing, you can do PR, yeah, you can say at the end of the day, like if I don't work here anymore, I can go here and work somewhere else. But for artists, like it's just like it's their life basically. Like they don't have anything
Your
else now.
product is living.
Yeah,
It's a living
you
thing.
get like they don't have anything else. Like it's just it. And like
That's
aside from
crazy.
that, for me, like what drives me mostly is just like the will to want to make an impact, basically. Just like make an
Impact.
impact, like just play my part, like wherever.
Do what's
Yeah,
important.
do what's important and just leave a mark there. Basically, that's just what drives me
That's
generally.
interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
like obviously you guys don't. This is more about like visual creators, but you guys don't obviously take the pictures or the videos and everything. But like when when you're talking about like campaigns, how do you basically guide your like clients, especially if it's in a situation where like you have something you're thinking or would work, and you're working with somebody difficult that probably doesn't
Yeah.
know, like how do you basically
So
deal with these kind of situations?
I mean, so for me, I like to highlight the pros and cons of everything. Like, and the things that there will always be ideas from both sides, like from the artist side and from like the marketing person side. And sometimes like you tell an artist something and then they're just like, like I'm not sure about this, I'm not sure that I want to do this or something like that. So but at the same time, it's always good to be as convincing as possible, and then just highlight the importance of something. Like if like, so how I do is that once I like tell you that okay, this is the idea, like this is what we can do, and I'll just let you know that, okay, so if we do this, we're going to be able to achieve this. Do you understand? So it's not like I'm just saying something just for saying it's like, oh, this is the idea. Like I'm actually telling you that okay, like we can achieve this if we do this. But at the same time, like if the artist is saying, oh no, like we can't, I don't want to do this, like I don't think that I want to do this, or I want to do it this way, like that's fine still. Like at the end of the day, like the
Let the
client, artist is still the client, and
person.
customer is always right. So yes.
For you, what about you?
I mean, I think Faye is right. At the end of the day, you just try to pitch your idea,
Yeah.
and then you listen to their own idea, try to find a fine line,
Yeah.
where you can merge ideas. Person is still not buying it, then let them
Customize
go.
it,
And
right?
sometimes I've had campaigns where the artists used their own plan and it flew.
Yeah. Like
So it's like, okay,
yeah. For someone like
thank you
Black
for saving
Bones.
me the know of whether my idea would have worked or not.
No, see, this thing happens every time with like Black Bones,
Yeah.
basically.
Imagine,
Because
okay,
like
yeah, you work
yeah,
with black,
yeah,
so
like it happens like a lot of times with Black. Like if like the thing about Black is I say that Black Bones is a marketing genius on his own. Do you understand? Like for him, marketing for him like is no stress. Do you understand? Like
he
he
lives
he
it.
has his ways. So if Black has a release, like the marketing team, like we'll just make sure that we do our part. But we know that like Black is going to come through
Conceptualize,
with those
yes.
ideas. And then when we pitch our ideas to him, like most times he's just like, okay, I like this one, I don't like this one.
He
I think
knows
we
what
should
he
do this one
wants.
like this. And no argument.
No
Like
stress.
if Black says like if Black says
Marketing
let's do this one
genius,
like
don't
this,
talk.
no
Yeah.
problem. No our boss.
I think
Like
Solis as well makes it very easy because she's a super creative, a very, I don't even know what to say about her. Like you slept and woken up and she has created, or you have materials to work with
Yeah.
for her, and it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, I think where I was coming to with this question is basically like the marketing side of things, because you need to be able to sell. That's the point, right?
Yes.
So it's just these convincing things that you have to say. Okay, let me not use the word have to say. Let me ask. Are there things that you have to say? Are there things that in certain situations you know that you have to say this thing? If you don't say it, it's not going to, this person is not going to buy it. Are there things that you've already like worked on in your mind that you have to tell this person to sell this idea to this
It
person?
depends on the person.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, you mentioned someone like Black Bones. Like
Yeah,
I
it
can
depends on the
imagine
person.
working with
Depends on
someone
the
like Black.
person. I
And you've
think,
also mentioned Solis. Like
yeah.
Solis is incredibly talented. She's brilliant. Like we worked on native project together, so I know the kind of like. So
Yeah,
like
she's,
just thinking about people like that. Like
it just has to make sense. It has to make sense to her. Sell it in the best possible way that makes sense. Because Solis is very big on a brand, for example. So it has to align with a brand. It doesn't have. She doesn't want anything unnecessarily controversial. Yeah, she doesn't want anything unnecessarily controversial. So yeah, I think she just tries to keep it.
yeah, I think
Okay.
like it just has to do like understanding like the person that you're working with.
Yeah.
Too.
That's
Because
also
like
very
yes,
important
get to
actually.
understand. So like some people you
Clients.
need to be like you need to perfectly like outline the whole idea, like break it down in
Uncle, you
layman's
need to
terms.
stroke their
Yeah,
ego.
and some people you need to stroke their ego just
Yeah.
to make them understand what you're trying to achieve, basically.
Pacify them.
So you just have,
Artists.
bro,
Artists.
artists.
Some people you need to sell it to them physically. Like
Yeah, you can't do all
there's
those
no
virtual
conversation
things.
you want to have with them on the phone that they are going to
To-
have
So
with
you also
you.
need to like
You need to-
manage. You also need to like manage the personality as well. That's also important. I think
Yes.
that's also what I'm getting.
You're trying. Yes, now you're trying to make somebody agree with the plan that you have created. You have to
Yeah,
Know
get
definitely
what
ready
to-
to pacify
person.
and back up your plan.
And to be able to do that, you have to actually know the person. Like
Yeah.
you
Yes, you
have
have
to
to
know
actually know
Yeah,
the
to
person that
become-
you're.
There's some people that you send the plan because you didn't call to explain the plan or to.
They just feel
No
like,
feedback.
They won't give you any feedback, and that's
Yeah.
how it will be.
Child.
Just be there.
Okay, can you talk to me about like any campaigns that you worked on basically that have basically like assured you that this is what I'm supposed to be doing? That basically made you sure that like there's no other place I should be except here. Because I'm very sure you've had that. Like there's no way you wouldn't have that because you would not be here.
I just feel like the amount of marketing plans I drew in my come up days, there was no way I wasn't going to be here. I drew a lot of plans for my friends at the time, but for me, I was practicing.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
Practice makes perfect sense.
For me, I was practicing, so I was always enthused to
Yeah.
like draw up a plan. Oh, give us a plan for this, give us a plan for that. With every plan, I'll try to look for like new elements, try to like sell them my ideas, just to let them, especially. And I'm always putting my mouth what does not concern me. So
That's good.
yes, also as they are conceptual, I'll be like, oh, we can do it like this, or we can do it like this.
Yeah.
We can do that. Man, I'm flowing. I think my creative juices are flowing too much to not be a marketer.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I think for me, yeah, it's just when I discovered like how easy it was for me to talk to people and then just have certain conversations, and how exciting like conversations about music made me. Like it was like I when I started interning at Chocolate City, yeah, like I just discovered like I basically like created like a whole new database of like PR contacts and everything for the label, and I saw how easy it was. Like I mean, it was not so easy, but I saw
Yeah,
how
it's a job at the end of the day, but like
I
it was
saw
easy
how
for
like I
you.
was able to just navigate those waters and just like in the space of like 1 year, like I knew like a lot of people. I was like, bro, like
And it's a talent, and
yeah,
I don't think
like-
that like
Another
this
thing
is
that
a-
starting my company too sealed it for me. It's just like,
Yeah.
you know what you're doing.
yeah, like this is
That's
this
always
is a
an
skill,
assurance.
like
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
skill.
like
it's a
It's
skill.
just
people
really-
were paying money for like 2 years before I started the company for what I was doing. So it
So why
was
not?
just
I
like,
mean, why not just start?
yeah, why not just
into-
make it a
Yeah.
company?
put this in, make money from
Yeah.
it, make serious by here,
Oh,
and
yeah,
just
so-
make
Yeah, just
setting up a
make
company
it-
just makes it so much more serious.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, and it now begins to set in perspective like issues that actually need to be addressed, because I could have just been freelance and still be making my money. But we're a structure because we identify that there's a space that needs feeling, and that there's a lot more that could be done in this space. So
I hear
we need a face, a body to
Okay.
represent the movement that we're trying to make. Yes.
Yeah, I love that. I actually really, really love that.
Yeah.
So what's a regular day in your life like as a music industry nigga? Like,
Hey,
I
do
just
you wanna
really had
go?
to ask this. No, Faye, let's go. I think you first. What's it like?
So, first of all, like when I wake up, first thing I do is check my phone, like WhatsApp group chats. I mean, like a million group chats. First of all, like
Every day new
I don't know what it is with music people and group chats.
God.
Like, so I mean, like a million group chats, and then first thing I do is go and check my group chats first of all to just make sure that like anything that they need, anywhere they need me, like I know that okay, I have to attend to this, and also just check my email too.
This guy just put your phone on silent.
It's on silent. It's emergency
Damn.
bypass for family.
Oh,
That's why
shit.
I'm wondering why he's
And just
calling.
check my email too, like if there's anything that I'm needed for. I think from that, because I go to the office basically, so
Yeah.
like say like on
Do you go every day?
no, just like 3 days in a week. So like on a Monday we're in the office, like first Monday meetings, round table meetings, where like we're all just discussing about what happened, like we go through our tasks. So this happened,
Yeah.
what's up with this, what's up with that. And I think like after work too, It's just okay. Maybe there's something happening somewhere, probably like an event that I know
You
that
know
I
that
will see
just guys
people,
day,
and
man.
then yeah, if there's an event happening, I know I'll see people or meet my guys or somebody that's okay.
There's
Just step
just
out. Like I'll just step out at night to go out, chill,
damn.
have a great day, and then I
Like you're
think
living
that's
like Hannah
basically
Montana.
yeah.
Don't lie.
I think like I think like most of like the job basically like happens like on the
On the
phone
ground. Oh,
too. You
yeah.
get like on the phone too, like that's so yeah.
Fair
That's
enough.
what a typical day for
But I
me
don't
is.
think people understand that even just like the networking, the having to go out. I don't want to go, but I have to. Like
Yeah, you get
even the having to go
bro.
out
Like
sometimes. It's because
sometimes,
you just have to. They are just places that you just know you just have to be there.
yeah. Like sometimes I just want sleep. To
I
be
just
honest,
want
like
Bulk of the job is
it.
networking.
yeah.
Bulk of
Networking is such a is literally at
networking.
the middle of everything. It's
Have
the
to continue to
center.
stay in people's
Yeah,
faces to
like
remain
I always say that
relevant.
I think that like people are more important than money, and
Yeah.
then I say that like
Mm.
for you to know people in like different industries, like
Mm-hmm.
for you
That
to like
connection.
bro, like that
There's
connection
Your
nothing
alone
like
network
a
is your net
has
network.
worth.
the has the
Period.
There's
ability to
nothing like
change
a
your life from like
network.
0 to 100 real
Yes.
quick,
Like
sharp,
quickly.
like so
There's
So
nothing
like
it's
like
very
a
important to
network.
always be like just stay ingenious and continue to contribute wherever you are.
mm-hmm,
It's
Mm.
very important, man. Convert your like skills into skills that can morph into whatever setting it is. You know, you
Yeah.
can you can learn we're already marketing and PR, we can morph into fashion, politics,
Just
this,
mm-hmm.
be
that.
ready
Just
to like
ensure that your skills are rolloverable.
mm.
I don't know if that's a word,
That's a
but
good one.
yeah.
Is it
It's still going, it's
what?
still
It
going.
what?
But you get what I'm saying. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very important, man. Because when you meet people in different industries, like
Yeah,
you have said, it will be easy for you to sell your skills and to
Yeah.
monetize them.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
Hence, converting your network to net worth.
Monetization very important too.
Net what? Don't worry. Don't
Yeah,
love it. All right. What about you? What's a day in your life like?
day in my life.
As an industry nigga, of course.
Of course, I'm mostly remote,
Yeah.
so I work in my house, which is a balance between like my personal life and my actual work because
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite domesticated. So I make my food,
Yeah.
I need a cup of
Mm.
tea, things like that. So it's a fine balance. I wake up in the morning and I check my emails, I check my messages. I mean, of course, after praying.
As in,
But
this
Yeah.
is life.
yeah, after praying, yeah. I check my emails, I check my phone. I tend to leave some instructions, messages, whatever it is, deliverables.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person to wake up and bombard everyone.
Don't worry. Like I
Mm-hmm.
feel you.
Yeah, I wake up and bombard everyone because
There's always that
I
energy
wake.
buzz.
Yeah, I think I'm more active in the morning time.
Morning
So I
Yeah.
wake
time.
up, my brain is
Literally
moving.
on
So by
blast.
like, if I wake up at 5, by like 8, I've left everything I need to do.
Yeah.
I've gone over that. So I leave it for the people that wake up later to
To
attend
carry
to.
on,
That
pick it
gives
up.
yeah, so that gives me till about 12. So that
Just
window I
to-
use it to go to the gym, make some food,
Okay.
just tidy up while I still maybe take some meetings virtually
Cool.
and stuff like that. Yeah, get back home, do some meetings, maybe physical. Maybe later in the evening, I go out, see what's happening, what's playing,
What's
Mm-hmm.
happening outside?
network,
God.
I think
meet some people.
yeah.
Who to talk to
Round the
today?
clock, yeah. I think like for people like us, the bulk of your paperwork is during the day, and then
Yeah.
in the night
Mhm.
you go and just
Just
check
network.
where are they playing the music, what
Yeah,
are they playing,
are they
what is
playing?
happening. Yeah,
Like
it's
what's
very important to
happening?
stay
Yeah.
in the know so that you also know how to convert your music into marketing. You find a new sport that's happening, think of
This
how
is
you can
good.
How can
utilize
what
that
can we
Can
do?
we-
space
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
whatever it is that you're working on currently. Oh, want to do a listening. Oh, this person just dropped. Oh, these people, they play music here. We can get them to play this person's song.
Mm-hmm.
Different things like that. So yeah, going out is a very key part of marketing as
work.
well because I think it what's the word? It sharpens your creative juices. It just
Mm-hmm.
inspires, keeps you on your feet.
On your
Yeah, and
feet,
like
on your toes.
yeah, like going out and then like seeing different things like
Mhm.
could just bring like more
You
ideas
go
to
out
you.
today, you just see one marketing thing,
And
they've
then
put one billboard here.
yeah,
It happens. You just pass here, be like, this billboard wasn't here
yes.
before.
Yesterday.
Okay, we can put this person here and just
Yeah.
inquire. Like that's how it happens. Something happened to
Interesting.
me one weekend. I had to work on something for Hennessy, and I was in the elevator of this hotel. I'm not gonna call the hotel. See, show wapa. Hey,
Daniel,
hey.
he was playing in the elevator.
Damn.
And imagine I was the talent liaison for 6 groups of artists that came in from different parts of Africa. So I'm going floor to floor to
and
floor
they were
to
playing it
floor.
So the song
And
was
for
playing like
every
back to
time
back.
I go into the elevator,
Wow.
that was welcoming me so much so that if I'm listening to the song right now, I see
You can
myself
sing
in
In
the
that
elevator.
moment.
I see
Damn.
like I'm traumatized
Melanin
that moment. Like I
popping.
see my
Damn.
exactly that
Baby,
part.
this is-
Melanin popping, baby me should, baby Snapchat give me. Every time
you
I
knowing
entered
the
the elevator, it was that
lyrics.
song and Po. It was not long after Showa kept going for a while. I think they added Po.
As the rotation,
Yeah, they
make you don't
added
be
Po
like,
to the
say.
rotation. So it was Showa and Po. But Po wasn't as scarring. But Showa welcomed me. And that was
Like, this is the song.
that
they
was
do.
the modus operandi till I left there. I was
Damn.
like,
Welcome
this
me.
level of marketing, like there is no how. Like you don't even need to know the song. One day to play in your subconscious and you will look for the song.
Like,
You'll be like,
damn.
Please, what was this
this
song?
song.
By the time you hum it, somebody will give it to you.
Now this is the song.
You've
Damn.
added it to your playlist. Like it was crazy for me. I'm like, I'll
What
never
to do
have
with
known.
this? What to do with this?
Yes, and what to do with this too.
Yes.
This is
What
a
to do
new,
with this?
yes, this is a new level on lock.
Yeah,
For
it's a
real,
new level.
because one of my friends that was a manager to one of the artists there, he came to me and he said, "New level marketing unlocked. Next time you get in this elevator, you're gonna hear my artist." Nice one. See, like, if I didn't go to that hotel, because it's not somewhere I would typically go to, you know,
Yeah.
but because work took me there, I was like, okay, I discovered something new, a gem. Hey,
A gem,
a gem for
Gem.
real. But yeah, I just like to discover new marketing things. I
love
think like
it.
those kind of things excite me as well.
It's really no.
They
It's actually
Very exciting. Like I can
very-
imagine because it's
and-
like, damn, you guys thought you
and I
were
think
sharp.
that like when you
I don't
discover
clock up.
something, execute it, and it's now going.
I'm like,
Like
off camera. Businesses haven't even leveraged their power in music marketing.
At
No,
all.
we
At
haven't
all.
at all.
As in typical businesses, I'm talking restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm talking
At
lounges
all, at
because
all.
you can choose to only play 5 artists, and those are the 5 artists that are paying you. Period.
For real.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, facts.
And you
5
collect-
albums, and those 5
Five.
you're on retainer for those albums for a period of time.
Facts,
You have
oh.
slots and you're collecting money.
You know,
As
go
in-
collect your money,
I'm making
cash.
your
You
bow.
did joke.
But I mean, shout out to businesses out here. Play my artists.
Like I will,
Period.
I will think that like in like Ninja, like we personally we haven't like totally just had like we don't have like proper we haven't had like proper ways to market music like in Yankee the way people do rollouts and everything and how
That is crazy.
like the kind of activations that they do.
Just goes
I've
back
tried
to
it with
budget.
Just
foodies
for-
one time, but I
Goes back to
think that they were
budget.
very short-sighted.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it with foodies one time. When they started the screen
Yeah.
in
Oh, right.
Lekki, I went there. I tried to meet the marketing manager. I tried to have a conversation on how we could leverage screen for placements, advertorials, things like that. But they weren't seeing the vision.
I mean-
guess who's on it? Black Belt. Ah, it pained me because I was like, you could have been the first.
Damn.
2 years ago, when nobody was thinking about this,
Yeah.
you could have been the first.
Actually,
first.
she
I
started
remember,
with
yeah.
that screen
Yes,
thing.
that
and I've been
screen.
out to,
I
like,
went
they
there. I tried
started-
to have conversation with them. I think that time I was promoting one event, so I was trying to get the event on
On
the
the
screen.
thingy.
So I was trying to inquire from them. Have you looked into using this for a marketing placement, things like that? Trying to even see who is in control of the rotation of music in their restaurant because I noticed like they were playing something. I'm like, so I was trying to find out: is it paid? Do these people bring their songs? What is the? I could have potentially created a nice marketing rate card for them, and they would
Absolutely.
have been like a runner.
But they did not. They snoozed it.
Yeah,
It's snooze.
Yeah,
Now you
but it's
snooze, you
snooze.
lose. Don't play. It's
well.
just what it is.
yeah.
I mean, we're coming to like the end of the conversation, but I just want to know, like, is this something? Because this is something that happens to me. Well, is this something that happens to you guys that you just find yourselves in different conversations about marketing, rollouts, PR, campaigns, this, that, literally every single time.
I thrive mostly in those environments.
Every single time.
I thrive mostly in those environments.
No offense.
Not to say that I cannot thrive in other spaces.
But like,
but
it's just
I will rather talk about stuff that doesn't require me to think too much because
yeah.
they come naturally. to
Truly.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like, I just find myself in such spaces.
It
like,
just-
I
it
can't
just
help
happens.
it. Like, it just
Yes.
happens.
it just
Like
happens.
it just happens randomly. So
get
yeah.
it. I hear it. I said I have to ask because I thought I was crazy.
No, you're not.
Thank you, babes. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
Thank
having
Hopefully,
us.
Fade will
Thank you
have
for
you
having
again soon.
us.
Faye has
Thank
come
you.
second time,
Thank
so you
you
need
so
to mark your
much.
register again soon.
I
Yeah.
genuinely
Second
love
time.
Monty. I will be here.
All right, no worries.
All
Thank
right.
you guys for
All right,
joining
guys.
me as well, and we will definitely see you soon. For
Shout
sure.
out to Wonu for the culture.
Yeah,
Man. She's
shout out
doing a
to
great
one
job.
biggest ones. Let's go.
Yay.
Take care. Love y'all.
Love
Bye.
you.